So, like, I'll say for me, I feel like the way I watch anime now has changed compared to like where I watched it at the beginning. So, do you guys feel the same, or is it like not really? Because like I could watch a series. I remember I sat down after like the last day of like first year of college and watched One Punch Man. Not first year of college, because Willemy told me to watch it. Yeah. So like I spent like a whole 4 hours just watching One Punch Man, and like I feel like I could binge watch a series. Now I don't, but I feel like that's because after I watched One Piece, I was like animated out. But like, what do you guys feel like? Is it because of like us growing older and not having enough time to like watch the stuff that we like, or is it just, do you think it's anime fatigue?
Basically, it's a big part of it. Because you had time to binge watch when you were young, but now obviously different responsibilities. So
that's true. But then I also find that like, if it's something I'm really, really into, like I'll find the time. So I don't know. I think like, yeah, but not completely. Like it's definitely changed. But yeah, I'd say not 100%.
Okay. What about you?
I think just because of like for the format, like how they released it on TV, like it would be like, okay, 1 day a week or 2 days of the week, and it would be like at that same time every day. Like I think for me, I think Naruto was like Monday evenings at 7 on Jetix. So like after school, like I'd just be there like watching it. Like I think it was Mondays or Fridays. I can't remember the exact time, but yeah, after school, come and like, you know, in the evening, get ready and watch it. So like similarly now, it's like the shows that release on certain days. If I have time, I'll watch them when they release. If not, then I just leave it to the end of like the weekend, like Sunday, and watch all the weekly stuff then.
I generally can't do that because it's like, I feel like it turns into a chore for me, and like I want to enjoy it. It's like a big pile up of episodes. Like if I miss 1 week, and I'm like, oh, okay, cool. I have to make sure I have like enough time during the week to be like, yeah, I can watch the episodes on that day. So like with One Piece, I don't mind missing 1 week of One Piece because I know it's a Sunday, so I can like watch 2 episodes of like One Piece. Yeah. But if it's like, what am I watching at the moment? Like during the weekday, I think Ancient Magnus Bride. If I miss on a Thursday, so if I miss that episode on a Thursday, I'm like, oh, I have to find time to try and watch that. So I don't know. For me, I find it hard to do that.
I think it's just fitting it into your
time.
schedule.
Yeah, that's
like,
basically it.
Obviously, different stuff releases on different days. So like, for example, now I'm watching Heavenly Delusion and Hell's Paradise
Saturday,
and Demon Slayer, and like Demon Slayer doesn't come until like Sunday evening, but Heavenly Delusion and Hell's Paradise release like tonight. So like, I'll just try and watch it all like on the Sunday, just as put together.
Do you know what? That's the exact same as me. Like I started like, because I'm watching Hell's Paradise and Demon Slayer at the moment as well. And when the season started, I was Demon Slayer didn't start immediately. I think I was like 3-4 episodes and then I caught up. But yeah, I was watching on Saturday and then Sunday, and then it just got to a point where it's like, nah, realistically, I'm just gonna watch both of these on Sunday. By the way, did you know there's not going to be one today, Hell's Paradise?
Yeah, June 3rd, I think.
Yeah, next Saturday, yeah.
But do you guys factor in like spoiler alerts? Or do you don't?
Yes and no, because I see clips like on Instagram. I'm like, fuck, let me watch this week's episode. If I don't try and find time to do it, but it depends.
It's definitely a yes and no answer for me as well, because all my spoilers come from Twitter. And so when I know I haven't seen something, I'll just avoid Twitter like the plague until I've seen that episode.
Yeah. I see the episode previews and it's like, okay, let me stay off this like until I've watched everything, because they be spoiling stuff on that app, man.
That's true.
So, going on from that, would you guys feel like your favorite animes change over time as well? Then, because of just in general, like us growing up, would you say that your favorite animes changed?
I think it depends on like your preferences and whether your preferences change or not. Because for me, I feel like the shows that I like the most have the most impact on me, and for that reason, it hasn't necessarily changed. But like maybe the stuff that I choose to watch has changed.
Okay.
Like I wouldn't watch like as many shonen as I used to watch back then. Like for example, people who have watched Black Clover don't hate me. But I can't get into Black Clover, so I haven't watched it, and I'd rather watch something like Villain Saga, for example. And that's not like to hate, like it's not to hate at all on like Black Clover, just because my preferences have changed, like for what I'm like into. So.
But do you feel like shonen has changed, like in terms of how dark they can be?
Yes, that has changed as well. Obviously, because of like stuff like Chainsaw Man, Jujutsu Kaisen, And Hell's Paradise. So I think it just depends like on what your taste is.
Do you know
as
what's
well.
weird about how dark it is? Because Hunter x Hunter is quite dark for
Yeah.
the time it came out in terms of it being a shonen.
Mhm.
So I'll say that's one of my that is one of my favorite animes though.
It's kind of weird because Hunter x Hunter is kind of like hit or miss because it looks from the outside, it looks like a very happy shonen. But then once you get into it, it's like, oh yeah, I rock with this.
Because
like
the
heavily.
protagonists are like two
Yeah.
young kids. You think it can't be
Exactly.
that dark, but when you actually.
There's a whole world. Like yeah, sick.
Well, the question in terms of, I'll say, Attack on Titans has risen up
Yeah.
for me because I think it's unique that the plot, just the idea of it, the whole world, like.
I keep on saying this. I'm just very interested to see how people's reactions to the ending of it is gonna be, because how it ends and how people received it in terms of the manga, it had mixed reviews. So it's gonna be interesting how people are gonna receive it once the movie comes out. So
I was gonna read it, but now I feel like
you might as well, because you still
No.
got like.
I've waited this long. Like we're only a
Yeah.
few months away
you might,
now.
You might as
Like,
well just wait for the anime to come out. There's no point.
like, I'm not saying I will never read it. Like once I've seen it, I might go back and read it. But yeah, I think at this point, like I've waited so long, I might as well just wait.
I
to
still
see it
need.
through
I
now.
still haven't watched the movie.
Oh, the part one of
I
the
need
special.
to- I still need to watch
You
that.
could just wait till and then watch it.
I
together.
don't know, That's a whole
Save
that's
yourself.
2 hours and the nice 2 hours.
Because when it ended, I was like, you niggas have to whole another like 9 months.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
The whole baby.
It was a decent movie as well. They did, I think they did a good job, but yeah,
Mhm.
it's just annoying like that they had to do that. So
Yeah, bit money grabby,
Mm.
but we move, I guess.
It's what it is. But for me, I feel like this. I would change the way I started watching anime in terms of the first animes I watched. Would you guys do the same thing?
Not necessarily the first, but maybe some of the early ones I would switch. But like, I feel like because of the way I got into it in the first place, that
Solid,
like
yeah.
I probably wouldn't change it. Like the very start, that is.
I agree with you with the middle. I guess the middle, but it's like my middle turns into like the beginning at the same way. It's because
Yeah.
like I stopped. I didn't carry on watching it. I didn't stop. I started watching it again like year 10, and then stopped in year 11 and watched it like in college and then throughout college now.
Mm.
So like the animes I watched in between, I feel like I would watch the big three first, get all the big ones out the way, and then watch the smaller ones, because that took up so much of my time that I'm never getting back.
yeah.
So yeah, I spent 4 months watching One Piece, and then after that, I don't feel like I've watched anime. So
That changes a man.
literally, I've met someone. I think I was playing basketball. We were playing basketball one time, and one of the people we were playing with said their brother watched it in 2 weeks
In 2 weeks, yeah. Literally.
with no sleep. I'm
Wait,
like,
but is that even like mathematically
No.
possible? Like,
He's not sleeping.
I mean, if you have like power naps in between, but like
no, but I mean, literally speaking, like, isn't 1,000 episodes like
No,
ain't
but
that
it
more
works
than
like-
2 literal weeks?
Wait,
like,
actually, that's what.
no,
Yeah,
let's do
it
some
has to be
basic
like
maths on this
some,
because
He was skipping the fillers.
world record for
He was
something.
skipping the
like
fillers. He was just watching the kind of. It had to be.
that makes sense actually.
It had to be. Yes. I think about it's even mathematically impossible.
So 366.
yeah. So times that by
I don't think it is.
So no, but 3 episodes. You can watch 3 episodes in an hour, or like 2 episodes in an hour.
Basically,
Wait, so how?
It's
how
20
many
minutes
hours
long,
is
yeah,
it?
you can watch 3 in the hour.
Oh,
So.
no.
Times 24 is like what's 70?
First one comes up.
yeah, of course.
So 420, but that's now. So that was like a couple years ago. So it's 420 point.
So it was
So
like
17 days to take.
Whole
So
Cake Island that time. I think that's when.
yeah, no, it wasn't. It was at the start because it was like 2021, 2020 when we were. Because it was that summer we played basketball nearly every day. So it's like I guess it's like 2. Yeah, that makes sense. But that's still crazy. And like you probably didn't sleep that often.
Yeah, that must have been just like. But at that point, are you even watching it anymore? Or are you just enduring it? Like,
That's what because that's what it turns into. You're literally enduring it to get to the get to Wano.
That's true.
That's what that's in store for you
Yeah.
when you start watching
Yeah,
it.
literally today
Yeah,
I was
me as
thinking
well.
this morning.
Have you not watched it?
Yeah. This morning I was thinking, you know what? When I do my exercise routine, if I'm gonna get a treadmill and I just watch power walk and just watch the episode, and then like in an hour's time I would watch 3 episodes because I can't see myself. Well, I can, but like I need to find a way to handle like that many episodes because it's a lot.
I'm sorry, that just reminded me. So, before I started the job I'm in now, I was temporarily doing sales at a gym for a little bit, right? And I saw there was this one dude who always used to come in and do exactly what you're describing, get on the treadmill or the what's the the step walker thing. Yeah. He'd get on that, like set his phone up. Sometimes he'd even bring his iPad.
Okay.
He had it all set up, and he would literally just like keep going and watch through some stuff.
Yeah.
And one time I walked past him and he was watching Attack on Titan. Wait, a spoiler's cool?
I guess it was a spoiler warning, but I guess by now you should watch the Attack on Titan.
Yeah, I feel like, yeah. So I saw that he had like literally just started the episode where Sasha gets shot. I was just like, oh no, like I know what you're in for, but I can't say anything. I just have to watch it unfold. And then like I literally saw him raise his hand up to his mouth and I was just like, oh, I know where he's at. Like I was literally just peeping him on the CCTV. I was just like, I'm sure I'll be able to work it out. Like
Gosh, yeah, that one was crazy.
Mhm.
Yeah, man.
I don't know what was more. I don't know what was more shocking because I read it in the manga.
Yeah.
I guess when I found out, I don't know. Maybe because I read it in the manga, it didn't impact me as much, but I knew it was coming. So I don't know.
Yeah, for me it was just like the whole I hate Gabby. Like,
That pissed me off. That pissed me off because it's just like it's basically, but it's the way he led her to the. I can't even spoil it. But the way they characterized her and her kind of character development is very similar to Eren's.
Yeah,
And it's like everyone thought she was going to be the new Eren.
yeah.
So I guess I'm not going to spoil it anymore. But